It is keeping your creation date. So keep it like that and some account name. So you require the same account name in your organization or in your activity. Most of the guy there is for the same account name as your unique attribute. Okay, this is like your username in your Saviynt, so keep this attribute. You can search it. Some account name. Okay. So what is your login account name, so that it will be there? So keep this some account name, right? So object is ID. I believe this object is ready. It's there. Okay, object inside you were passing. And your object GYD also, you're passing right this object GYD and we are one more attribute. This reconciliation field. What is your reconciliation field? I'm taking a day. Custom property in 26. So that means, while doing the user import, I am considering this object, GYD as my unique attribute. So this object GYD, it is never going to same. Right. It is unique whole across your Active Directory. So that is why I am passing this object GYD as my reconciliation field. So, basically, whenever you are integrated in Active Directory or any other application, you required a reconciliation field based on which attribute it can carry your data. So from where to where, it will carry the data right if you are carrying the data from your HRMS application to your Stavian right. So, based on one unique attribute, it always carry your data and in our case, we are considering object GYD as my unique attribute. So this object GYD right. I'm storing also in my custom property 26 and I'm mentioning this as my reconciliation field. Okay. So now copy this user import JSON. Go to your connection part right. So just refresh this. Okay. And log into this Stavian once you log in. Okay, and we ended up in the connection. Go to Admin Identity Repository and click on Connection. Go to Action, create a connection. Okay, first and give the connection name. Active Directory Demo. I give some name right, okay, and pass the same information as the connection description. And connection type. It will be AD, and what is your URL name? So the URL name, you can refer to a document. It will be something like this, how this year it is looking. So just look at this document, right? Just type user. Okay. So mapping attribute. Basically, we did this. Right. If you scroll down, you will see. Okay, I think you have to go little up. Then you will find all your connection information will be mentioned. Okay, so it started here. If you go up, you will find your connection information right. Or else you can just go to directly here, right? You can copy this value and paste it in the same place. Type it here in the document. It will give the URL information. Okay, so here it is passing the URL right. So it started from here. Okay, in this document. Basically what URL it is asking. The URL format should be like something this LDAP:. This is your host name. That means we are passing your IP address. And after that the port number. So it should be something like this. Okay, so copy this value. And open your. You are in right connection and type your port number here, 56.56.1, 19,216,856.1. Okay. This is your URL and what is your username? So if you remember what username we use in an opposite directory, right? Open your connection. Go to Properties, OK. And go to the authentication right. So, the same way, we are passing the information. See, it is just a determination. So your LDAP. We are passing this IP address and this port number right. So if you go again here in your network parameter, we are passing the same information. This is your host name. This is your post port number. Right, go to the authentication. Bind in. Okay, copy this. Bind in, that is mean, this is your user information, right? This is your username and what password we used. So the same password, and in our case, we are integrating with your ad. Okay. So just pass this information only, and first you have to test a connection with your connection is successful or not. So we pass this for information and you required. Your user import. JSON, just to test the connection. Okay, scroll down. You'll be seeing user_attribute will be there. Right. Where we'll be putting our XML file or adjacent. So this is your user_attribute. So copy this value right user. Put it here in the connection. Now. Try to save your connection. And test. So the connection is successful now for us, right, but we require some more information. So I mentioned in the operating right. So what is your search filter? We discussed right. So basically where and going to search the data. So I want to search the data. I'll mention only this is my base domain, this DC.com, this is a bit. I'll mention this value. Okay, nothing is I'm going to mention. So it should be other way, right? First DC equal to commasure came for you, right? And after that you should have your this equal to save and write. This equal to comma is equal to 7 here. I want to do the search filter. So after that. So object filter, I'm just keeping blank. Okay, we are not mentioning any filtering here, so this import is actually